My dearest hope is that all the audio is great and good and profound and nice, and everyone thinks it is lovely. And thank you for being here briefly just prior to the actual show. It's played forward tonight here on the Loading Ready Run Entertainment Network. I'm Beej, and tonight we are playing Betrayal at Krondor. Some more, in fact. The game continues. It will continue until there is better morale, I guess. Let's go change. We are almost out of save games I can put in this directory, in fact. I hope everyone's having a good time. I'm having a good time, and I want to thank everybody who has come here tonight on Twitch. For your subs and bits, we will thank you at the end of the show. For everyone watching this on youtube.com/loadingreadylive, you can catch us on the main channel, loadingready.com/loadingreadyrun. Sorry, wait, did I just say that? youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. Got that weirdly mixed up. And you can subscribe to our YouTube membership if you want. That is another way to support the channel. It's different than subscribing. You're paying money in that case. But also you can financially back us on our Patreon at patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. We appreciate everybody who can kick in any sort of money here and there as they're doing their things. And don't feel like you have to give a lot, or even if you have to give a little, you don't really have to give anything. It's you gotta make rent, we gotta make rent. You gotta eat food, we gotta eat food. That's what makes us all the same kind of people. Now, I should also bring up the store briefly, because store.loadingreadyrun.com, a new thing, well, rather an old thing that will be showing up on the store eventually, is the new DVDs and CD sets. Let's see if I can find them here, because I'm pretty sure I have extras of these for season 11. So if you had backed the Kickstarter for a season 11 DVD set, or for the Blu-ray set, or you pre-ordered them on the store, we are reaching out to people to let them know that you can update your addresses with the store now, because these are real. They're good. They are real. They are strong. They are my friend. I mean, the way they treated me over the last several years, you might doubt that they're kind of like a really hard friend to love. But, the kind of friend, I guess, if you put in some effort, it eventually pays off. And, so we have those. You need to contact the store. So check your emails to see if you have been told this, if you are waiting on one. Don't email the store and say, hey, I just want one, because no, they have to match you against a list that we've already given them. But if you have a pre-order, if you have some backing stuff or whatever, and you haven't been emailed, go check the email addresses that you might have pre-ordered through or backed through. And if you don't have that email address anymore, if you have proof of it somewhere, get a hold of the store. That's LRR Store, LRR Store at pmcfulfillment.com. You can go check out our Patreon post. I believe has information on how to contact. The Kickstarter post also has ways to contact the store as well. But LRR Store at pmcfulfillment.com. It's the same customer service email you would normally email. That's all you have to do, is just email them to say, I have some proof that I should have been backing this, but I didn't get your email. Can I update my address? So... but so far, a lot of you have responded, and I really appreciate that. That's going to help us get further through the whole process, because we want to get as many as we can, and then begin that process soon of sending things out to people. And also, I had some playmats come in recently, so you'll be getting notifications from the store anyway if you wanted a playmat that we were currently out of. So... Hang on. 100 Andre asks, Blu-ray, is that a Laserdisc Prodigal Child? Me suddenly, wait, what's Laserdisc actually? Neat thing, short version in a way, which means it's going to be wrong. Laserdisc is like an analog DVD, and it's big, like the size of a record. They actually came in like really like the same kind of, size of a vinyl LP. It's rad as hell, but yeah, the resolution on them was not that much better, I think, than what you could get out of the really bestest SVHS, I think. And they were expensive, but they were accurate. It's a laser reading a disc, much like you do with a CD. It's but they were analog in encoding, which was an unusual thing to say about what is essentially like a digital medium. But you'd have to look up why that is, because I'm not going to get into it. They're really neat. they're still also, like, not as good as some other options as far as, like, there's so many things we do better now. Did we literally just save before an ambush? A pebble tumbled down the cliff face, followed by the seemingly random event. Gorath glanced upward, then back down to the ground. On closer examination, he realized the pebble was in fact a very dull brass button. Before he could cry out, ambushers fell from above. God, that shit's loud. Hang on a second. I'm leaving that loud for you guys, but I'm gonna duck the level in my headphones by about like 10%. All right, let's see. Best thing for Owen to do here. No sound effect, that might not have worked. Yeah, it didn't work. We'll try it one more time. Okay, so I can't do that to these guys. Good. Gorath can't make it, but he can get close enough to stop this guy from having to... From getting to use his crossbow. Hell yeah. Desperation swing. You weren't going to make it out of that. So these guys in black are called Nighthawks. They're assassins. So that's fun. Anyway, we're safe for the moment. It's a nice big ding. Let's have a look at who got dinged up there. Right. We just stepped into it with that on. I should probably turn these guys as... Oh, everybody had their stuff on except... Okay, cool. What do the Nighthawks carry? We don't have a hammer, do we? We ended up using up that hammer, didn't we? Yes, we did. But hey, more flame root oil. Hell yeah. Let's cover our bodies in flame root oil. Don't need those. Can't repair armor. Moving on. What's this? I can repair armor now? Oh my god. Well, everyone's going to do their own. And... not even going to bother turning it on just yet. No, you know what? Let's worry about unloading stuff at this point. The other guy's over here. Okay. And turn back. God, they're just lying on top of each other. Ooh, a Gildas Thorn. Yes, we'll take that. Don't know why I'll ever need it. Anything over here? Don't see anything over here. Ah, ashes. Those might have been the ones that were warning me against an upcoming ambush. Well, we're nearly at Sethanon, which is lovely. Put down a bookmark. All right, get to start with some riddles. Mortal brothers, make it rain. Kingdom rivers, crimson pain. Blood. Bloop. Blorp. Bloot. Blood. Oh, hell yes. What's this one? Thoughts like clouds. I don't think I have that. Thoughts like clouds. I don't have it. So we'll just take it. What if mine? That's the stuff. Because this one is still... Yes, that is still Nightfingers. I mean, I guess I could just put it in this box, but... Start marking down boxes that, you know, we're using to store things in. The strongest chains will not bind it. Ditch and rampart will not slow it down. 1,000 soldiers cannot beat it. It can knock down trees with a single push. Rock? Now, let's see here. Rain. Wind, you say. There is a W, and an I, and a D, and an N. Lots of winds there, that's good. Everyone already feeling that one, I guess. Don't need torches ever again. Let's just check to see if any other boxes in this location. None. Oh, there's a healthy little house. Oops, I can't see anymore. No one has lived in that room for some time. This has to be Sethanon. Oh, we missed that. No, won't even bother. Unless we, like, it's probably fine to leave some... Oh, hey. All right. Have I read? Locklear gasped. He fought back the terror rising within him as an icy wave passed through his body, hitting him in the chest with a sledgehammer blow that forced the air from his lungs. As he fought to catch his breath, he suddenly found himself under attack. Now this, I believe, is a shade. %? Maybe. All right. What do the poison ones do? It's not that... It's not that worse. Let's have a look. How's he doing? 15% melee. Okay, so... maybe I should close in on this thing. And we'll assess again. 32% defense. All right. Hit it. Hit it again. Blind it. Thoughts like clouds. Confuses enemy spellcasters. That's 10 to 20. Woof. That's a big ask. Nice. Karat stopped and stared off in the distance. After several seconds of contemplation, he turned and began to speak. The hair on the back of my neck is telling me that something is out there, something evil. If we don't turn back now, I suggest that we at least proceed with great caution. Oh, okay. Thanks for telling us now. There we go. Another one of these. More shades. Oh. Piss. What'd that hit? That hit for 20. Okay. Well, we know we can blind a shade. We're gonna have to blind both of them, obviously. We'll wait one. Oh, we can't afford to wait one either. All right. That sucks. I guess we could engage each of them. That will prevent them from getting to do any, like, real-ass magic right away. Good, good. Yep. Going down. Creatures had vanished. Yeah, we are definitely taking an ass kicking. That's fine. So I believe there are lots of fighting to be had in this section. So for anything that hadn't actually moved yet, I can't close in on that one. Take Gorath over to here. Opponent held, blinds target, confuses enemy spellcasters, causes blade extra fire damage, summons Rusalki. Oh, that'd be interesting. Pulls target forward. Pochos Haven, Gift of Sung, Invisible Armor for Skin of the Dragon, reflects projectile spells. Oh, that could be fun. That's a lot that I'd have to spend on my guys. Jesus. Maybe it's worth it? Oh, that literally just sets up a wall. I don't know. Blind that dude. Oh, they'll just keep spitting. Yeah, we're gonna die. We're gonna die. We're going to die. Yep. And of course, as your health and stamina go down, you have less of a chance of actually doing anything. Nah, we're not going to run away. We're just going to reload. I'm not even going to get a chance to attack, am I? Cool. Oh, try Mirror Wall now. That could be fun. There we go. Owen gasped, pain sapping his strength. He was unable to rise from the ground, but dimly he perceived his attacker moving closer, perhaps to finish him off, perhaps for some other less savory purpose. Bastard, Locklear whispered, his vision beginning to dim. Limbs, Kragma, curse you. Death came swiftly. Do 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 do. So, probably getting into we could fight the Shades because there's only several. We fought the 1 and we fought the 2 and we came out successful. We'd have to run back and forth multiple times. They're only here until chapter 3. I think it's to keep us from going to Sethanon at all. I don't even know if there's anything to do in Sethanon in chapter 1. So what we'll do instead is we'll just follow this road. I'm not interested in... My stealth ability's gone up. Why? That's actually more worrying. Why? Ah! Alright. Well, don't go in there at all. Don't even go on that side of the road. Stay on this side of the road. Jesus. Oh. Is this an inn? Could I literally just camp at an inn? I mean, I guess we could try... I could drink a lot of stuff. Yeah, we could cast Hocho's Haven as well. We might actually be able to get through it like that. Let's see. We got 12 of those. 12 of those. We could all take some Dalatail milk and some stuff that makes us stronger and faster and maybe actually use that to attack with. Let's... Look in here. Locklear waited by the door. Less than a minute later, Nia hurried over from the 6th toe with a large set of keys jangling on a brass ring in her hand. I'll have that door open for you in a snap, she said, as she began to search for the proper key. Ah, here it is. She inserted the key into the lock, jiggled it a few times until it clicked, and pushed open the door. It's Nia's goods. The door protested with a loud shriek as Locklear stepped into the disused shop. He covered his mouth so as to avoid breathing dust. There seemed to be little variety in the types of items offered for sale, but the items present had been selected with ruthless practicality. It is a buy-sell only. Very straightforward things. Nothing here. 195 gold for that, my god. Yeah, that's it. That's if we need rations, we can buy rations. Otherwise, you're kind of SOL. That's all there is. Now, this is the Six Toe Inn, I think. We'll just stay one more. Six Toe Tavern. Beacon Bard. Talk. Let's have a look at what there is. Talk. Talk. Bard. Finger, finger. Talk. Talk, Bard. Finger, finger. Talk. Let's do the fingers first. Where are you headed? Any place interesting? No. Freebooters. Ah, yes. What do you want? Why? We've had this conversation. We've all had this conversation. Talk. The gambler looked up. Dice. We're not going to play dice right now. Talk. Locklear motioned the figure across the room. The woman nodded, then made her way across the wooden floor until she was standing before them.
Company, how lovely.
It's Nia! Welcome to the Six Toe Tavern. What can I do for you? What's the shop doing open out here? I thought everybody packed up and left when King Liam helped the people evacuate Sethanon. Everyone didn't leave, as you can see, and it's not been easy keeping up and all, not since my father died. But I don't really wish to talk about it at the moment. Would you like something to eat? I have some rations I just prepared, and they're only 7 gold a bundle. Please say you'll say yes. Shall I get some for you? Sure, since you asked so nicely, I'd hardly think it'd be a gentleman to refuse. We'll take Owen. Sit tight and I'll fetch them quick as I can. What's that you said? Barding? We definitely do not need rations at the moment, but we will if we're going to keep coming back and camping out after we fight groups of monsters every time. So we can get into Sethanon. It is possible. We just have to go through 1 shade, 2 shades, 4 shades, 5 shades, and another 5 shades. It is possible to do this. Nice. So that's the gambler who doesn't want to talk to us anymore. We can't bard anymore. And Nia will sell us stuff, and that's fine. But we're not... it is unnecessary to worry about that. And everyone's barding has gone up. Well, I mean, some people's barding has gone up. Okay, let's drop a bookmark. Oh, there's actually more things to explore. Locklear knocked on the door. After several seconds, a large man greeted them, introducing himself as Herschel. He invited them inside and offered them some food and cold ale. They discovered while eating that Herschel's house was an old relay station, and he regaled them with stories about it until they were finished with their meals and ready to leave. Whether or not that will be important, who knows? So we dropped a bookmark. Oh. And as always, Kevin Pathan got too close to his work. Nah. Vanis Marlin couldn't rest in life. No, that's definitely a warning. Jared Lycro owned a shop and a tavern, never wanted for more. Oh, sure. What's in here? Just a body? Dulcima Daggins, mother's womb to earthen tomb. Okay. Just a body. No longer can... Leighton Dink. No longer can he hate his name. Just a body. Is that it? Well, let's try. Got too close to his work. Naphtha's pretty damn good. All right. All right. Now we'll drop a bookmark. Now we'll go back and fight. Glad to see our scouting abilities going up. I wonder if you go back and forth here, if you can actually just... Yeah, probably. 4 of these guys. Okay, good start, actually. Hocho's Haven will shield from damage, invisible armor, health stamina transfer. Probably best to do one of these. Let's start with Gorath. Locklear engages in battle. Is that enough to... It is not. Okay. Gorath hits this dude. Is that enough to send one away? It is not. Owen cannot do anything. Can he powder this guy? Cannot. That should be enough. Good. Oh, that worked. That's awesome. Okay. Let's hide Owen over here. Locklear takes care of this guy, hopefully. Never seen a shade, like, run away. I think that's going to come off in a second. It did, yes. Well, let's cast it again. On Gorath. Locklear stabs a fellow. Gorath stabs a fellow. And we'll give a really small Hocho's Haven on Locklear just in case, because I don't want to die. We have to move Owen probably out of line of sight of this. Owen can't move. Did it. But we can't in. I just realized that. We can't in anywhere. So we have to, like, camp until healed? We could do that. Okay, we beat one group of them. So, scouting's going to go up every time we do this. That's pretty good. We're not going to concentrate on that just for the sake of being able to do things faster. So I'm going to have Dalatail Milk and Luton's Concentrate, and going to send a couple to Gorath. He's going to have one, and Strength Potion, and that. Same for Locklear. And we'll drop the bookmark and take a step forward. Can't see shit, everybody. Oh, I think we can't go over... Yes! See how the grid is missing on this side? We're so close to somewhere that we can't actually walk onto that side, so we only have this area to fight in, which is not bad. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to give it to Locklear this time. I mean, they were targeting Gorath, but Locklear's got a lot of range. Let's see if we can find where he's going to have to close in on. Yeah. Give them a close-up target. Maybe we'll be fine there. Gorath, on the other hand, needs to do damage. And that does how much? He said looking 20? Okay. And we'll cast another Hocho's Haven on Gorath. And Locklear attacks. Nothing happens. But Gorath can attack. Alright, the Haven remains, that's good. Owen rests a bit. Got one guy out. Rest again. Taking an awful chance, but yeah, I got there. Sleep till here so I can actually see what's happening. Bookmark. Take a step. That looks like 5 shades. And it's a very small environment to fight in. This is gonna suck. Gorath's getting his ass handed to him right away. Ugh. Oh, no. Okay, stop that. Oh, God. It hurts so much. Who needs it? Gorath, I think, does. Oh, yeah, Locklear's effed. We're not going to be able to make any... Yeah, we're going to lose this one. Okay, we can't retreat. And we're gonna get our asses kicked. I'm not sure. We can drink 24 restoratives. I'm just not sure if it's actually gonna. Yeah. No. Yeah, we're just gonna lose. That's what's gonna happen. Can I run now? Ah, yes. It felt shameful for when he had entertained the thought of running, of turning about, never placing his life in harm's way again for people or things he cared about. He wished only to be away from the horde spectacle, but the motionless forms of his companion lay bleeding on the ground. He could not abandon his friend to certain death. Oh, nope, couldn't leave. If you guys are going to rumble me, just rumble me. So we'll reload from that bookmark. Yeah. Everyone's going to need better buffs. I think... Yeah, 38 and 32 is pretty good. Let's drink some of these things, actually. Let's get... Let's get all of our hit points back. Why not do it now? Last a little longer. I can always dupe these later. Excellent. Only took a few anyway. Okay. Now put a bookmark down. Now take a step forward. Is this my... This is the 5-on fight. Okay. Okay, so we're going to move Owen here. Locklear's going to move to fight this guy. Gorath's going to take this guy. And if nobody moves... Great, okay. Hocho's Haven on Gorath. Locklear's gonna take that guy too. Damn it. Okay, Locklear's probably not gonna do very well here. Shit. That's one. Shit. Ugh. This is not gonna work. I can't break free of these dudes. Even with bonuses, it's not going to work. Yeah. Yeah. Auto battle. This will be fun. Good. Restore from bookmark. I'd like it better if it was a little earlier or a little brighter out so I could see what's going on. Now, yeah, we were 100%. $38, $32. Yeah, we're as buffed, I think, as we can possibly get. Good. Different terrain. F, you pricks. I need to cast a spell. All right, this time Locklear. Locklear has suffered enough that it's going to be harder for him to make hits. Oh, but I can swing for 106% accuracy? Yes. That's good. That's one. This dude. Oh, shit. Owen moves way the hell away. Owen can finally cast Hocho's Haven on Gorath. We're getting close. Can I despair this guy's eyes? We tried this before. I don't think it worked. Oh, shit, that might have worked. Gorath has to walk a little closer first. Rest. Yes! I don't know if that's the last of that I have to do. But we'll camp until healed. That's great. We'll put down an actual save. Oh, that felt great. That might have been the last one I have to do, so we'll see what happens. Shit. Nope. There was a second group of 5. I'm effed. Yeah, we don't have enough accuracy to be able to make all of our hits. But Owen can get into Hocho's Havens. That might be enough. Oh, apparently guys are skipping initiative. What the hell's happening? Owen's gonna hide over here. Owen's gonna not hide and get the hell out of the way. Yeah, we're gonna have to reload probably. Oof, yeah, Locklear's taken so much damage. Killed one of them. That, yeah, I was like, that's coming off. Ugh. Oh yeah, you know what? I do have the lightning staff. I haven't used that yet. Let's try that. I mean, that lets Owen do some melee at least. It's something. There we go. All right, reload. At least he remembers the most recent game you were on, so that's kind of nice. All right. Let's heal up. Drink a thing. 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 Drink many things. Drink many things. And we'll give him a Dalatail milk as well. He should have higher defense. And that puts us at 82 and 89, which is lovely. We have 88, 106. That'll be good too. 124% on casting. Okay. Drop a bookmark just so I don't frickin'. And there's nothing we can cast on the while we're walking around that'll help. Stardust is not going to help here. Hit the wrong. Thought about hitting a button than I did. I mean, I'm all for scouting ability going up over and over. That's cool. Ah. Piss. Well, if we do it like we did before, and it reacts much the same way. A miss. I think he had like a ton. He had like 100 and some chance to hit on that, I'm pretty sure. Anyway. What the fuck, my dude? I'm gonna have to keep casting the Haven, yeah. Well, let's get over here and try to help Owen out a bit. Owen uses his lightning staff for once. That's good. Gorath's gonna probably tank a lot of hits here, which I don't want him to do yet. Yep. I guess we could try also healing. Locklear hits this guy. That Haven's gonna drop in a second. Yeah, knew it. That's okay, we can cast it again. Owen's not dead yet. Let's try Gift of Sung. Ooh, maybe not. Sending more of my health is maybe not a good idea. You can't exit. Okay, well, I'm gonna send 10 of my health over to Gorath. Ooh. Locklear engages. Gorath. We're gonna see if maybe this has the... If we don't move around too much, maybe we won't freak them out too much. Okay, that kills a dude. Owen can cast it for 7. That might absorb a hit, at least. Locklear attacks that guy. Gorath will also attack this guy. That's good. Owen, straight up. Lightning's a dude. Et voila. And our abilities have increased, which is nice as well. Let's have a look to see what they were. Melee went up. Casting. All right, because when you're that hurt, your levels go down, right? So it's funny when you're nearly when you're nearly dead, everything just shrinks down to like 2 or 3%. Like, it's just like, oh, no, you're not going to be able to do any damage or anything, really, at this point. So we camp until healed. That's fine. We'll drop a bookmark, because I'm pretty sure we're done fighting things. Yes, the road before them was strange. The Locklear wasn't sure what unnerved him about it. If there was something sinister about the whole area, and he wasn't too sure he wanted to follow the dusty road they were on much further. Sethan on ahead, he said. Should we continue on and take a look around? Yes! As much a fixture in the myths and legends of Midkemia as the stories of the gods told by priests in the temples, Sethanon was nothing more now than a sad old ghost town. In passing a low brick wall which had been overgrown with ivy, they were struck by the words that had been painted there in sheep's blood. Remember us. What's in here? Cure us to get the best of him. Well, spoiled rations, spoiled rations, spoiled rations, rope. That stuff, which I don't need to worry about. Dragon's Breath, which I'm pretty sure Owen doesn't have. He has Skin of the Dragon. He doesn't have Dragon's Breath, so he'll take that. What else? Danon's Delusions. He doesn't have that, so he'll take that. And Grief of 1,000 Nights, which he doesn't have, but if I take it, well, I guess I could take it and then sell it, and then we could buy one later if I need to give it to other people. So he definitely has Grief of 1,000 Nights. There it is. So this is Danon's Delusions. And this is Night Fingers. And this is Dragon's Breath. Dan's Delusions is under there. Dragon's Breath is under Candle Glow and Stardust. That's interesting. And what are we going to do with this last one? I could leave these both here, maybe, and come back for them later. I could take them with me and sell them, at least, I guess. That's an option. That's good. I'll take him. Enter! Locklear stared into the crevice. Standing on the rubble of Sethanon's ancestral keep, he was shaken by the sight of the thousands of mortal bones which had been used to fill the gap into the undergrounds. However interested he was in finding out what lay below, he had no desire to burrow through the moldering bodies. That's it. That is all there is to do at Sethanon right now, I guess. All that for a couple of spells that I could have bought on another road somewhere. Oh well. But we did it. It's getting dark. Now, where are we from here? I could go back to, actually, we are low on rations. Let's just go back to Nia's Goods real fast. That's Herschel. We had that talk with Herschel already. How much was she selling them for in her store? Was it any cheaper? 9 gold for 14? Was that even a deal? Haggling. Lock there. We're not picking locks today. Alright, how are we looking? Give those 5 to Owen. We'll give those 4 to Owen. 14, 14, and 14. Math is fun. I mean, while it's completely possible that we could have definitely got to where we needed to go on a few days' rations, we have taken so many detours in the past. I should actually... No, the bookmark will be fine, I think. Actually, no, maybe it won't be. Maybe we should put a real save game down since I've fought and killed all those things. Yeah. Walk on the road. Walk on the road to somebody's house. Knock on the door. No one's around, so I'll go in the barn. No one's in the barn, so I'll go to the field. And there's nothing in the field, so I'll walk around the field. And I won't eat the corn, because the corn's too young. Click on the ashes, then I'll click on the box, and nothing in the box except a big ruby. Hole on the side of the road, and inside the hole is this stuff. How are we doing? Oh, we got lockpicks. Pick locks. F it. Then he saw a house, and then he saw a house on the side of the road. Near a field that has nothing in it. No one has lived in there, but the corn still grows. All right. We're coming up to, I think, the fork in the road. Ah. More scouting. We're about to have an argument. Oh, it's 9 o'clock already. Well, before we have an argument, we're going to take a quick break, because that's what we do every hour here at Loading Ready Run. Yeah, we're going back to Sildon to go turn in that thing. So stick around. We're on our way back to Sildon to finish a thing. You guys are going to go to commercial. I'll be back in about 3 minutes. Some secret tips, some secret household tips, some secret tips. Some secret household tips. Coffee can stain your carpet. You can take it out with white wine. I don't even know if that's true. All right. Everybody can hear me. Yes. So let us continue marching forward and spinning ever. Right, there was a fight I was gonna have. You know what? You're gonna regret this. Yeah, that's you. You hear that? That's the sound you make when I hit you with lightning. And oh, it didn't work this time. You like crossbows? Well, I got her number. How do you like those crossbows? Not on your life. Nope. Get over here. I spent 10 health points pulling that jackass back in so we could kill him. He probably has nothing good on him. Somehow it's just faster. Aha. Well, time to do a little of this. Fix your own then. Oh, that's fine. Anyway, he doesn't need to repair his own. Give that to Gorath, maybe? Oh, this is going to be tricky. Give that to you. Yeah, you're full up now. I can grab your armor, and I can repair it. Yeah. Isn't that nice? Means I can repair your armor, too. And now the hammer's gone. Why did I do that? There we go. Now this means that if I head south from here, I skip Lighton and we would just kind of head back down toward Malak's Cross, I think. So, let's continue along this way since we haven't been on the upper part of this before. Is this Lighton here? This might be Lighton here. Yep, it is the Lighton community. Does that mean there was an inn? Tavern. Was there even an inn in this town? No, there was a... Wasn't there like a dude with a special well? No, it was in the somewhere else, I think. Cool. All right. Never mind. What time is it? Oh, it is after whatever's. There is an inn. Okay. Yes. Don't need any of that. Nope. Not going to do anything in here because we've kind of done all the things in here. Sildon. Are you still waiting for your friend? It's Abuk. He shall wait and wait and wait and wait and wait and wait. Still going east, right? Yeah. So, is the only way to get back on is one of us has to be critically ill again? Okay. Still can't break into that lock. There's a tavern here. Can't do anything about that. And... Alright, I can sell those scrolls, though, if I want to. Sure, let's just do that. 93 sovereigns? Fine, I guess. He's probably not going to buy any of these other things, right? Nope. 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 Okay, well, I think what we'll do is... Oh, somebody's already pinched all the spoiled, whatevers.
Son, Kansi.
Yeah. Yeah, show us your terrible rations. You're not gonna let me haggle down your terrible ass rations? Fine. No, I don't want to share them with anybody else. Are you kidding me? Okay. Now that means I have to take away all of his lovely rations. He's not sick yet, is he? Hang on. Gorath, blink twice if you're sick. Right, sleep auto heals. Right, what was I thinking? Thank you. Stay awake till here. There we go. We can put these down now. Is Gorath not sick anymore? What the hell happened? He's sick. I need to burn like another hour of him dicking around. He's getting a little sicker. Do I need to just poison my 12%? That was, I think he was about that sick last time when this worked. Lady Temple said the ship wouldn't take us there any longer. You can't teleport there, though. They don't have a sigil. How sick does Gorath have to get, I wonder? I bet we are. Yeah. 23%? 25% maybe that was now. I could just look it up in the Zone 3 part of the walkthrough. Let's see here. Cool. Yeah. So in chapter 2 is when you can go to the Temple of Aortus. Hang on. It doesn't look like I can return at all. I've just done the thing they asked us to do. That's it. There's no going back to get any help, it looks like. Oh no, you can. Okay, cool. So you have to kill everybody and then go back to the temple, because you can't go back until you killed all the Rusalki. Then you'll be able to return here at any time. Great. So either I've missed somebody, which is fine. It probably is that I have to have finished all of the other stuff. But I thought I killed everybody, he said out loud. Well, maybe you didn't. No, we're not going inside. Ah, he's weak now. Okay. Ah, he's starving. Is that a substitute? Sick and starving? No. Those are normal ass rations. Yes, they are. He's no longer starving. He's still sick. I don't know what we do about that. I'll give him some healing stuff. That'll probably take care of that. And I don't think there's anybody else to kill along here is the problem. Right, that had a ruby in it. Really cheap ruby. I mean, at this point, I feel like we got them all, right? Like, I feel like we got them all. I don't know what the hell else where I'm gonna find anybody else to. It's the food and lodging. Well, here's what we'll do. I'm going to go away from here. We're going to go toward Malek's Cross. And if anybody happens to find the actual description of what the hell it is you're supposed to do to go back there, whether I have to get the plague or something else, if getting sick the first time wasn't quite enough, please let me know. And then I guess we'll work on getting the plague. Hello, book. I think I need to work my way south from here now. Yes. That's Lighton. And now we go south of here. Was this the man with the cool well? 25 sovereigns and you get all fixed up? Sure, why not? But I'm not a magician. It's over here. Ashes were cold. And there was a box with nothing in it. And we were already here, I think. So we have to head down a little bit further. So... Ah, Circle of Fools. We found a trap. That's cool. That shows you where they're gonna cook your goose. All right, so Owen rests. Locklear takes a step forward. Gorath rests. Owen rests. Locklear pushes this one this way. Gorath rests. Owen rests. Locklear takes a step forward. Again, we rest. We rest. Locklear takes a step forward. Locklear's almost out. We'll just have him go straight through. Nice. This guy died in a trap. On the plus side, he was carrying lots of stuff. God, I'm finding lots of flame root oil. How far does it stack? Not that far. Sure. Give that one to Owen. He can use it up as well, because why not? There's that box. No. Absolutely not. What does Dragon's Breath do? Creates a thick fog. Sent to Sarig. Sarig? Are there two boxes? We love it more than life. We fear it more than death. The wealthy want for it. The poor have it in plenty. Nothing. Things. Oh, Juniper Rowan. So you had an issue trying to complete it as well, it sounds like. I know that you've had a playthrough recently, or at least know a lot about what goes on here. Yeah, if I have successfully killed all of them, which we're assuming I have because I couldn't find any more along the thing, and we found we took care of Hafra, and we also took care of the one in the Dimwood. If that's all of them, then I'm going to guess that we just kind of, like, there's something else that has to be done, and I don't know what it is. So there was the word lockbox, I think. The chest is trapped. So I'll give this to Locklear. So he has 98% lockpicking ability. Try to open it again. Take your sovereigns. And his lockpick went up. Nice. Boom, boom. Yeah, unless I've after all the time we went up and down that route there, unless I have somehow missed something. Oh, a temple. What's this? The name on the signpost had long worn away. That's a weird thing to write on a signpost. We're gonna go to the temple first. Temple of Limbs Kragma. I think we made it here, didn't we? No, maybe we didn't. Teleport. I don't think we had. Okay. Temple of Sung, Silban. I hope that worked. We have been here before? Right, no walls, that's right. And she told us about the prayer of final rest, that's right. So we can leave here. All right. What's this one say? Malik's dragon, turn to the south. All right. Malik's dragon. Locklear squinted while he was expecting to see the spires of some distant town or the smoke of a chandler's hearth fire at the twist of the road. He was surprised to see instead a grayish lump settled near a clump of young trees. Have you ever heard of a gray dragon, Owen? Locklear asked. Owen shook his head. No, why? Because that's what may be at the end of this road, Lockley replied. Feeling brave? We can go and have a closer look. Yes. Dragon statue, chiseled from dark stone. The statue of the dragon was rendered with frightful realism. Its burning gaze surely as malicious in stone as if it had been in life. Most impressive of all were the yellow teeth and claws stained cleverly at the tips with a red pigment to simulate the blood drawn from an unfortunate victim. Ah, I see. Okay. I see what Arclight is saying now, that perhaps the idea is that I have to have somebody not have stamina. Not have full stamina. And that might be the thing that brings us down. Or gives us access. Ooh, a sneaky place to look. Of course, there's Dragonstone here. Of course there would be. Your dragon statue? The statue was large. Walking around its base, Gorath couldn't help but admire the sinuous curve of the dragon's back, the whole of it covered with beveled scales. Rounding the tail of the creature, he called for Owen to come and have a look, but was startled by the clouded apprehension in the boy's blue eyes. Something is wrong? Gorath asked. Owen gasped as if to say something, then made a motion to the statue before collapsing to the ground.
You were expected, friends.
The Oracle of All. Greetings, Owen. What? Where am I? While your body is lying, safe, still and silent in a cove near Malek's Cross, your mind has journeyed elsewhere. Here. Your arrival has been expected. I am pleased to have you as my honored guest, Owen Belafort of Tyburn. Me? At journey's end, you shall not be as you are, nor may you turn back the way you have come. The times ahead of you will be filled with hardship, and many times you will believe yourself far less significant than you truly are. In the days to come, you will stand at a critical juncture between Rithar and Mithar. And if that comes to pass, you should know this. A time comes for all things to die. What does that mean? Who are Rithar and Mithar? I can explain no measure more as you yet understand your world. In years and in wisdom, you will come to me again, and a great destiny will be upon you by then. You will be ready for the fullness of truth on that distant day. Until such time, you may consult me on other matters. Tales say the dragons know their own destinies, but I had not heard that they knew the destinies of others. I am no dragon, though I wear a dragon skin. I am the Oracle of the All, and I am the last of my race. I am ancient, older than dwarf or elf, older than dragons, and older than the Valheru, who were their masters. Stars that at my birth flamed with violent power have long grown cold, expired. All these things I have seen, and farther yet I see into the things that might be. You can see the future? I can glimpse things that may be. Such was the gift given to all those of my race. Well, tell me about Gorath. A mortal travels with us named Gorath. Is he what he says he is? Can we trust him? He is not what he names himself to be, though even he may not know the lie of his heart. He will be a strong ally unto you, and I believe he may even be a champion to the kin who now curse his name. A great destiny awaits him, should he have the courage to renounce his pain. And Delicon? Gorath has told us of a mortal leader, Delicon. Will he cross the teeth of the world and attack the kingdom? Delicon will never cross the boundary between the kingdom and the Northlands, but through treachery he will strike a blow against both the kingdom and his own nations of the North. Can't you be more specific? Where is he going to strike? What is the nature of this treachery? I do not see futures as you imagine, but futures as they perhaps can be. I know only that Delicon engineers a deceit with 6 magicians, and it concerns the fate of the kingdom. Bye! Alright, we've met the Oracle. We were actually told go see the Oracle at some point. Well, we found it. Ah, excellent. Keisha, the traveler's friend. Just a body. Wayland M. Wasserman, hated everything. Just a body. Mason Moorcamp had a nasty ailment. Just a body. Thought you were going to get some ale there. Daniel Vellicamp, poor Danny, had a bad spell. That's a lot of rope. Randall D. His death has enriched our lives. Well, that's probably gold. Yeah. There was a black ribbon hanging on the door. Locklear took a step back and scowled, staring at the ribbon as though he was trying to decide on the proper course of action. Why do you look at that house that way? What does the black ribbon mean? The ribbon is a sign of the sickness. It's essentially a warning signal to others to keep away, and yet it seems someone has recently gone through this house, looking for something, perhaps. Should we go and have a look around? Okay, so we can get the plague from this, and then we can go back to Silden. That might help. There was a smell of death in the air. Entering the house, it became obvious that someone had indeed conducted a fairly thorough search. Seeing nothing of interest, Locklear turned to leave. Come on, let's get out of here. Maybe too late. He stopped in mid-sentence as his eyes fell on a discolored floorboard in the corner of the room. Crossing the small house in 3 giant strides, he carefully used the tip of his sword to pry the board up. Then he slipped his fingers under and gave it several hard tugs. The board came free with a splintering crack. All right, my crack call worked. Time to buy some crack. Locklear slowly reached down into the dark rectangular hole and excitedly pulled out a small bag, spilling the shining contents of the bag on the floor. Why? He began to count. 34 gold sovereigns, he said. Probably the life savings of the unfortunate family that lived here. We will have need of this money. No, we won't. But I'll be sure to give a charitable donation of equal size to Father Tully should we ever see Krondor again. We won't. Now, let's get out of here. We may be paying for this small windfall with our lives. No one wished to speak about the plague that we had. So how plagued are we? 50%, 50%, 50%. Now, we can go to Temple Lims Kragma and get healed, or we can just book it to we can book it to Silden. Let's put down a bookmark. Dun 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 dun. Yeah, I know we're gonna need rest here in a second. Shut up. Okay, we're going to sleep for a bit. That's fine. 62, 62, 62. Yeah, okay, we're fine still. We're fine still. Where are we now? We're pretty close to Lighton. Yeah, just past Lighton. We can make it to Silden. How are we doing? Everyone is still plagued. Yeah, that's great. You don't want to talk to us, Sabuk. We have the plague. Now, how is everybody health-wise? We've taken some hits. That's good. Let's go into Silden. Let's meet a bunch of people. Is one of you critically ill? No, but stop lying. We have the plague. God damn it. Let it hurt us more? Yeah, we could do that. We could just fucking camp out for a night. Daytime. 93%. Let's... Is that enough? No, none of us are critically ill. Okay, cool. How about now? 99% plagued. %100% plagued. Owen is almost dead. No, we should get in so we can get on the fucking... Alright. No. Yeah. People saying you might have to wait till chapter 2 to finish this. I'm inclined to agree. And that's fine if that's the case. Cure. Sure, cure me. Cure me. I like that it's like, we made 37 sovereigns. All of us have the goddamn plague. It's going to cost 300 sovereigns to cure us. Was that smart? Course not. But we probably got some XP from doing it. The barn was musty and dark. Searching with straining eyes and groping hands, Gorath suddenly called out, "Over here, I think I found something." Halfway up one wall of the structure, a small X had been scratched into the wood, and just below the spot there was a raised area of dirt. Together they began to dig, and several feet below the surface uncovered a rotting wooden box. Inside were 12 silver royals in a small leather pouch. Several feet below the surface. There's a trap coming up here. Oh, maybe not. Magic, death, temple, bless, rest. At least you may solve this. At last you may solve this. Chest, you're saying? That's what it is. At last you may solve this. The last letters. Hell yeah. More of these things that I don't need any more of at the moment. We're good, thanks. Now, where are we? We are damn near to Malak's Cross. Oh, we still have a couple other places we haven't gone yet, but the Rusalki quest, we are probably finished for the time being. We'll wait until next chapter to see if we can't solve it. But we might not be able to solve it either. We're at Malak's Cross. Yeah. Following it with his eyes, he saw the road rise and fall, turning this way and that, and descended into the distance towards a large town, Malak's Cross. Malak's Cross was a tumultuous town grown fat on the prosperity of centuries. Exotic gewgaws bulged in storefront windows, each mere fractions of the wealth that coursed daily through the busy trading town. Over it all loomed the impressive bulk of the Ep8, a temple nearly as ancient as the Kingdom of the Isles itself. What we can do here is look in that barrel, inn, temple, house, inn, shop, exit, barrel, rope, which we don't need, inn, sure. Oh, we have someone waiting to talk to us.
Mind the door.
Ivan Skald! Look here, you ruffians, you're not students, are you? Of the Abbey, I mean? I've had quite a lot of trouble with them. No, just travelers on the way through. I've heard that line before, but you look honest enough. We got a few rules here. Follow them and I'm sure we'll be fast friends. Break them and I'll have the three of you spitted and roasted. We're listening. Swords, daggers, and other such stay in their sheaths. I don't tolerate no kind of killing in my establishment unless it's called for. 2, I don't allow no animals, especially if they be bandicoots, badgers, or salamanders. They gets in soups and they upsets me dogs, and I won't have a bay and jag in the middle of a dinner hour. Lastly, under no circumstances whatsoever are you ever to use an en passant in this establishment. A what? An en passant? Now, if you don't even know what one is, then I don't have to worry about it. Now, do I? So, what can I do for you? Food. Any chance we can get something to eat around here? Wouldn't be much of a puppy, couldn't. Is it to eat here, or are you looking for something for the road? The road, if you're cooking, make up a batch of rations, that would be fine. It's a done deal if you put up with the 7 gold a pack. Still want them? Yes. Don't see any reason why I wouldn't. It's a reasonable price. Good, then I'll set a Blazin or Daphne. She'll have them for you in a few moments. And here are Daphne's rations. 12, 14, 13. You know how it is. Excellent. Let's keep talking to him. This seemed like a lot of fun. Well, you know what? We'll wait a second. Despite the fact that light was dim and pooled only in shallow corners, the moods within seemed cheerful as the tavern keeper animatedly related tales of mischief, reaping gales of laughter from people who had most likely heard a story dozens of times. We've had that before. It's the Queen's Row Inn. Could be Queen's Row Inn, but... let's point at this fellow. Common room grew quiet. Turning so his face could only be seen by the man whom he had approached, the Locklear greeted the man loudly, then pitched his voice lower. Are you a swordsman or a storyteller? A smirk appeared on the man's lip. And what makes you think I am either? I don't know, because I fucking clicked through it too fast. Something only a butter knife immediately disposal. I suppose a tale to pass the time would be more prudent at this juncture. Mostly his stories were about battles, large and small, fought sometimes for fame and glory, but always for the coin of the right color. He had traveled up and down the kingdom of the Isles, but never had he found a minute's peace in any place that he slept. When at last he came to the conclusion of his storytelling, he thanked Locklear for listening, then stumbled off looking for something closely resembling a bed. All right. A table was cleared for them. Failed love affair with a married woman. Talk. Locklear motioned to the figure across the room. The woman nodded, then made her way across the wooden floor until she was standing before them.
The name is Grand Petruma.
By my soul, our petitions are heard. Finally, one of the prince's men has come. Have you come about... you've an elf! Though Thorgath looks frightful enough, I assure you that he is no danger to you. What is this petition you speak of, good woman? As I live and breathe, not one word more will pass my lips as long as he is here, and that's the truth of it. Not one word more! I will leave you to your duties, Locklear. Should you need me, I will be close at hand. Thank you. He is gone now. What cause do you have to call on Prince Arutha's aid? I sent to the prince, for something must be done in Sethanon. Oh, we did so much in Sethanon. If he would bend his ear to us, he would hear the tales of what passes in the dim wood. There are lights there, terrible, awful fairy lights that have been seen in the woods, and always they prefigure some calamity. Surely they are only tales. If they are tales as sensible folk tell. I have seen these very lights with my own two eyes, watched their demon jig in the night, even as my husband fell senseless and breathed his last. There is some terrible evil there. I shall make no promises, but we will do what we can. I went there and I helped a witch. She was very nice. I stabbed a bunch of dudes who were not supposed to be there. Killed a lot of giant scorpions. Even giant scorpions, real scary. And I robbed a lot of chests. I even killed a Rusalka, but apparently that's not enough to finish this goddamn quest. All right, let's talk to him again. What's your pleasure, gents? Anything I can do for you? How about the Abbey Ishap? The Abbey is developing quite a reputation, isn't it? I've heard a number of stories. I doubt you heard the stories I've heard about the place. They produce a few fine minds there, aye, but they're also a refuse heap for nobles who wish to get their sons out from underfoot. The majority of them are runts. And the few that aren't? The special ones, they're fine men, Ishap willing. They'll grow into fine dukes and barons and such. The lot of them have become wonderful tacticians. That's what the Abbey specializes in. We're probably going to learn how to do that then. Statue. Found the strangest thing earlier. It was this statue of a dragon out in the middle of nowhere. It was just standing in this little culvert with nothing around it. Found old Malik's kill, did you? He wasn't always in the middle of nowhere. One time he was just a hop, skip, and a jump from the main row of Malik's cross, but when the town moved, they left poor old Malik to fend for his own. Why did they leave him behind? He had the plague. And then you did. The only man that ever thought Malik was a hero was Malik. Lowborn folk out and out hated him. Anyway, when the town began to fall under new raids by Keshian raiders come up from the Sea of Dreams, they decided to move the center of the town inside the Sea of the Abbey Ishap. Raiders wouldn't touch the town after that, seeing as how the brothers of Ishap came first came from Kesh. Later, after things had settled down a bit, they decided to leave the statue out there and let nature take it back. Strange thing about it, folks what have visited it recently have said a number of strange things about it. Said it was talking to them. How about chess? Any chance I can interest you in a game of chess? I don't play unless I'm making a wager. Makes playing interesting. What kind of stakes? 30, 40 sovereigns? I don't play unless the stakes are quite high. Emeralds, nothing less. Do you think you're good enough for stakes like that? Yes, but we don't have any emeralds. I thought I had an emerald. Right, and I thought I owned Kesh. But I'll let it slide since you don't seem to be the dishonest type. How about en passat? Sorry, you piqued my curiosity. What is an en passat? En passa. I've seen quite a few variations of chess, but I don't think I've ever heard of that move. It's Keshian. One night I was playing this fellow from Durban. I had my game swinging on one particular pawn, and the game was in my favor. So what does he do but move his pawn to the square directly behind mine, then claim to have captured my piece? That's an illegal move. So I said, he goes on to tell me it's one of the most fundamental moves of the game. We argued about it for 3 hours until a student ran from the Queen's Row to the Abbey to dig up an old book, and there it was, back of the text, written in Keshian, the original rules to the game. En passant cost me 2 diamonds, and very nearly the Queen's Row itself. Needless to say, I don't allow that rule to be played in here anymore. Last fellow that tried to use it on me was a fellow called Navon Dusando, and I set him... We've met him. And I set him straight, though he showed me an incredible movie he invented called Sando's Retreat. Can't remember how it worked now, though. Well, chess is certainly a thing in this game. We should come back with an emerald at some point. Goodbye. Whatever you like. Me, I've got dishes to tend to. All right. Talk to people. The lady. Anything new? Tell me you've come with 100 Krondorian lances, and I shall toast your good health. I haven't had the chance to return to Krondor as yet, good woman. If you would give me... Goodbye, senor. Wait, we have... foolish old woman. I wish to bard, but also concentrate on the barding. Let's talk about food. Yeah, I don't have to buy anything from you if I don't want to, and I'm not gonna. This is one of my favorite pieces of music from the game. It's just nice and like, it's cozy. What's funny is that the only way I have ever seen en passant played in it from a book is that if you have a pawn in one spot, like in one square and a pawn, we have to take a break in here in a second. 85 sovereigns, very good. If you have a pawn in one square and a pawn in another square, you can, instead of attacking on the diagonal, you can step beside it and claim the attack. Like, that's what I've seen, is like, you can basically move beside it and say, I attack your pawn, like I take your pawn by doing that, but I don't have to move my pawn into that lane, like into that column. I can stay in my own column and attack it at the same time. And I'm like, that's crazy. Good. I thought it was a 2-square move. It's like when you move a pawn 2 squares on its first move, your opponent can take the piece by moving into the space it jumped. Okay. So it's like if you move a pawn for its first time and so you move it its 2 squares, your opponent can be like, well, then I'm just going to move in behind it because you moved for the first time. I'm going to take that. I'm going to take your pawn by moving in behind it. I'm like, okay, that's interesting. I like that. That's kind of cool. Innkeeper. Yeah, why not stay here? 4 sovereigns? Sure, sign us in for the night. Sleep well? Not exactly. The fellow sharing our bed tossed all night, kept burying his elbows in our guts, and stole some money from us. Anyway, we'll go ahead a little more. And everyone's fine. No barding. And so I have to find an emerald in order to talk to our buddy there and play chess with him. Well, there's a shop. It's an armory. But it might be such an armory that they'll take all sorts of crazy stuff. And I can buy a hammer here, which is great. This feels good. Have this 136 sovereign rapier. Why not? I won't need it. Have this sort of Kinnear. Yes. Great. Have this medium crossbow. Excellent. Have this Serrani light crossbow. Wonderful. Still haven't made up my mind as to whether I want to keep this thing or not. I should make up my mind soon, though, about it. As we talked about, the increased accuracy versus 0 accuracy. But Gorath has like 81% accuracy, and it's like, that's not bad. I don't know what the tactical thing is going to be that we have to, whether it's assessment or armor or like assessment or scouting or something like that, but we'll figure that out soon. Like, being able to do more damage is nice, and the Elven Quarrels will actually, when you're using Elven Quarrels, they will add 10 to your crossbow as well. These, though, remove 10 from your total, your crossbow and your skill together. So that becomes 25 minus 10 plus my skill. So 15 plus 81 puts us at 96, which is great. If I use this, it becomes 0 plus minus 10. So negative 10 takes my 81 down to a 71 to hit using the Flaming Quarrels. These, at least, like, getting that plus 10, moving us the other direction means, oh, that's actually pretty good. So I don't know if we can bless crossbows or not. Oh, yeah, the racial mod also takes another 5%. You're right. And we don't have anyone who's ever going to, like, we don't have any Tsirani that we're ever going to have in the party. So this is like, you're always going to be taking that hit. So that's fair. We need an armorer's hammer. So let's turn on haggling. Might as well train that at least once. We don't have to worry about Owen doing that. Great. And our whetstone is at 7, so we'll take a whetstone while we're at it too. I don't think we need anything else. Feeling pretty good about where we're at right now, in fact. How much do I get for that crossbow if I sell it anyway? 131 sovereigns. It's probably worth way more when he sells it back to me. Forget it. Can't make a decision? Then don't make a decision. House. A man halted them. Ticket. He barked through gapped teeth. When Locklear failed to respond quickly enough, he leaned closer and shouted, "Are you deaf? I need your lecture ticket." "What if we don't have a ticket?" Locklear replied. The man smiled an unpleasant smile, hooking his thumb at four extremely well-developed soldiers who looked to be members of Malix Cross's constabulary. He squinted. "Do you have tickets for this evening's lecture or no?" "No," Locklear said, backing into the street. "We don't want any trouble. We'll be leaving you." The door slammed close. All right, so that'll be fun. We can probably get a ticket from someone. Temple. An actual chapel. A place to teleport to. Right, these are the two places that are like right next to each other. So 61 to travel between these two areas. Not bad. 140, 129, 139, 158. So yeah, not so bad overall. When we're done here, we'll probably have, I think, hit every temple you can possibly hit. This gap is the worst, not having a temple available. Let's talk. The attendant priest looked nervous, probably a boy of no more than 14 summers. He gawked at the strange visitors to the abbey. "I don't know where Abbot Graves might be. The last time I saw him, he was hurrying off into town. I'm not sure when he will be back." Oh, probably to have a talk about things. "Which of your items would you like blessed today?" "Well, how much is that going to cost?" 635 sovereigns. Okay. Yeah, the fire was cold. You bet it was. So we can't go in without a ticket. Let's go back to the inn. Can we talk to Ivan? Nope, nothing. Okay. That might be a thing we can't do until the next thing. Oh, this is a Bless 3, and it's the cheapest in the game. That's 15% though. I thought there were Bless 4s in the game. There is a Bless 4 in the game, I thought. Is there not? I'm just surprised that... I guess you can't talk to anybody else at the moment. Bless 3 is the highest? I mean, if Bless 3 is the highest, then I will bless all my stuff. But I do have to take a break first, so we're going to do that. We'll leave it on this great music. I'm just reading the... Well, okay, 3 grades, 3 being the best. Okay. I'm going to leave from here, let the music play for a bit. You guys are going to watch commercials. We'll see you again in a few minutes. Welcome back. More Play It Forward. Betrayal at Krondor here. I'm Beej, here in the Loading Ready Run Network. So, bless. What are we going to bless? We're going to bless everything. I got to fix that. Sure, 310 sovereigns. Locklear waited. Far off, you could hear the low chanting of the priests in their alcoves, their prayers weaving the fabric of the enchantment. It seemed the better part of a day had passed as he listened to the sonorous whispers rising and falling in the near dark. Suddenly, the doors to a great chamber were thrown open, and the priest emerged. The blade laid in his arms, swaddled in a white cloth. Your weapon has been enchanted, the priest said, with a bow. Use it as your place upon the great wheel bids you. And sure, we'll do that as well. Your armor's been enchanted. Your armor's been enchanted. Your armor's been enchanted. 310 sovereigns for that greatsword. Yep, they cannot do crossbows. They cannot do... So anything with a finger above it. Like they can't do that. Or amulets or any other sort of weird stuff. They can't enchant quarrels, I don't think, here either. I don't think that's how that works. But anyway, for about $2,000, more than that, $3,000, we've basically added on a ton of additional percentages. Now we have plus like 15% blessing, which I'm not sure ultimately what that's going to do. Let's have a look. It doesn't help us specifically. It more helps the weapon. Yeah. Plus 15%. I'm guessing that just means modifiers to this as opposed to like it gives me plus 15% to hit or whatever. So we'll see how that works. Let's have you fix that, which you did. And that's fine. And let's have you fix yours. And that's great. And how's your crossbow? Oh, you could repair your crossbow too. Okay. I'm going to do both of those. Nice. Nice. That's in fine shape. That's in fine shape. Excellent. So I should find myself an emerald. Did we not sleep at the inn? Are down by 2 each. I guess it's not a big deal. So, oh, maybe there's an emerald out here. Lost her mind before her life. That seems worrying. Yep. I was right. Takes 19. Ah, Dana's Delusions creates an illusionary character. That's cool. We'll give this to Locklear. Sure, you won't hit Gorath. Certainly you wouldn't hit Gorath. There we go. Oh my god. No. Death by association, J.R. Halbhuber. Great, that's strange, no body. Jalis Riggins. Mother, wife, lover. Just a body. Warren Gunther, gratefully dead. Louise Champetier, loved her kings. That's strange, no body. No body once told. Anyway, yeah. Just a shade to kick our ass, that's all. So I guess we're going to continue down. Nothing much in Mount's Cross to worry about right now. We'll go down to Darkmoor, see if we can't find ourselves an emerald along the way. Even if I got to buy one. I can't remember where I've sold my cheap emeralds. Ah. Scouting's getting better. Shit. Shit. Good start. Skin of the Dragon. Good. Nice. 29, it says now. The number went up a bit. Ah, some anti-venom. That's pretty good. I'll take his key. We're back on the repair train. Hell yeah. How much Dragonstone is that? Well, we'll see. Boop. Good. That's good. goblin sticker. I mean, that is... We could sell that probably for something decent. There we go. And picklock. Now, is that everybody? Took his sword because I thought I would just sell it to somebody else. Did that. Did that. Did that. Was there only 4 guys? I know I see 5 swords. Excuse me. Ah. This guy was carrying everything. All right, we've got a good tuning fork there. I don't think we need to carry another one. I mean, I guess we could carry a tuning fork and then like we could carry another tuning fork and thus have like because this is probably going to disappear. If we have it, then we can sell it to like a goods place somewhere along the way, and we'll be able to get another tuning fork in the future. So, Temple of Ruthia. Temple of Ruth, yeah? Alright, teleport. Let's teleport to Chapel of Ishap, or Temple of Limskragma. Alright, let's go inside and talk. Locklear seethed. 4 times they had asked one of the temple's golden robe priestesses to send for the high priestess, and 4 times they'd been left waiting in the alcoves of the temple's central courtyard when it last became apparent that the repeated summons were not going to be answered. Locklear shook his head. We don't have time for this. Let's get going. And then we left. And then we camped until healed, which was midday. Nothing behind here as far as I can tell. Beat those dudes up. Oh. That's probably theirs, because again, we're coming from the wrong direction. There's a trap in here. Yep. It's like, of course there's a trap in here. Okay. Owen takes a step forward. This could be fun. So you made it through the trap. Now, can you find the things you were looking for? No, I can't, he said. Where are they? Ah. You can spin, wheel, and twist, but it can turn without moving. Food? You can spin, wheel, and twist, but it can turn without moving. S-M-A-D. R-T-I-O. Bingo. S-L Duke O-D. Suk Mook Auk. Mood, you say? Nope. Moo. Milk? Oh yeah, milk can turn without moving. You're right. It was milk! Hell yeah. And this one is... It can pierce the best armor and make swords crumble with a rub, yet for all its power it cannot harm a club. It's rust. We have extra Fatimore's formula now. Definitely don't want to get too low on restoratives at this point, but we're doing good on healing packs at least. Sleeve. Oh, hey. Is this Darkmoor? It is. Abandoned. Lots of peasant keys. Locklear knocked on the door. After a few moments, a doe-faced woman answered, keeping one arm braced behind the door in case her visitors were less than congenial. What is it you want? Although she clearly was addressing Locklear, her gaze danced nervously to the Morgul. Had enough run-ins with strangers of late. We're looking to get a bit of water per... And Locklear started, but the old woman had slammed the door. An inn. Darkmoor's Rest. Here's what we can do. Excuse me. There's an inn. There's a finger. There's a finger. There's a finger. There's a barmaid. There's a bard. 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 Let's have that finger. Ah, love affair. So where are you headed? Any place interesting? Ah, freebooters then. Yes. Any place interesting? No. Barmaid. Let's buy ration. Ration, bobashin, a mana fana fo fashion. Yeah, that's what I like to see. Give all of these to him. That should be lots, actually. Let's just have a look. 14, 14. Yeah, we need another 7. Oh, okay. Well. I don't even know if she came down in price. I wasn't watching. Let's get that barding up. Ah, whatever. I'm here to take all your money. And he did. All right, back to Innkeeper. Will let me stay 5 sovereigns for the night. Sure. 2772. Yeah, we'll stay again. Excellent. And barding went up for everybody. Well, not everybody. For Gorath. After knocking on the small wooden door, Locklear stood back to survey the house and its surroundings. Darkmoor seems friendly enough, he said. The door swung open and his attention shifted to a smallish woman who greeted him with a hug. Oh my, aren't you a dear? My name is Caroline. What's your name? Before Locklear had a chance to answer, she ushered them all into the house. Inside, amidst a collection of knickknacks and odds and ends, no doubt collected over 3/4 of a lifetime, they introduced themselves. They talked for several minutes as she refilled their water pouches with a pitcher, sitting on a small wooden table in the corner. Have you seen the crazy old hen that lives down the road? She queried breathlessly. Only comes out at night. My sister Elizabeth thinks she's a witch or something. I just think she's crazy. Can't really blame her. Husband and son were both killed by evil spirits. That's what they say. Their pouches full, they managed to work their way to the door. The woman was still talking as she closed the door behind them. Anything left behind? Not that I want. Actually, how is our beleaguered shovel? Of all the digging... Oh, shit. Well, I'm taking that much nicer condition shovel. Drink, drink, drink. Big town. Hell yeah. The Mercantile. Lay of the Good Store was comfortably familiar, arranged in such a common sense we've done that one before. It is a buy-sell only. Ah, despite showing a whole bunch of armor, it is this. Ah, Psalms of Dala. We haven't picked that one up yet. And you can buy Thifil's Bird Migrations here. Nice. Well, time to haggle for a book we don't have yet. Immediately unavailable. 270, 216, I'll take it. We definitely have to, they're in alphabetical order, I guess. Neat. We definitely have to find a box to keep those books in. Anything else here? No, I don't think so. This is a good track, too. I really do like this one. But that probably means I can't dump this sword. Didn't think so. All right. What is Psalms of Dala? The illuminations inside the book depicted a variety of scenes. A man blocking a sword thrust, the goddess Dala watching over men on the field of battle, mercenaries kneeling in front of the Temple of Dala near High Castle. Overall, the text looked more like a religious tract than a manual on battle. Does it raise accuracy something or others? Let's see. Books, he asked. Psalms of Dala. Raises... Oh, defense. Okay, that's cool. Everyone gets a read. Essentially a book of prayers, most of the psalms dealt with the mythology surrounding the defender goddess and her frequent clashes with the war god Tith Onanka. It advised which prayers should be said upon waking, which should be used before sleeping, before eating, before entering inns, and most importantly, which should be mouthed before entering battle so that the defender goddess would add her favor to the faithful's ability to defend him or herself. It also mentioned in passing that the goddess would also lend her favor to those who drank the Dalatail milk, sometimes sold by her followers. 64%. So we have a 63 for Locke. We have 49 for Owen. Let's see what it's going to do to him. What will this strange thing do to him? 49 for Owen. 55. All right, not bad. So 5% overall, I think, is what it's doing here. And that's just fine. Get that back to Gorath. Find him a nice little library box to put all this stuff in. There are lots of buildings here. And most of them abandoned, in fact. That's weird. Come in! Okay. Middle-aged woman met Locklear at the door. Good day to you, he began, and the sentence hung and finished in the air. Come in! My, aren't you fellows handsome? My name is Elizabeth. Are you married? My sister Caroline is a lovely young girl, and I think she would be just perfect for you. Would you like to meet her? Well, never mind that for now. Come in! Come in! As the woman drugged them into the house, Gorath marveled at the way she seemed to be able to talk without ever taking a breath. My husband would agree if he were here, but he works at the Mercantile, you know, just storage down the road. Does pretty well for himself. That's why we have this house, too. He had this house built just for me. Can you imagine? I used to help him at the shop, but now he insists I stay here all day long. Isn't he just the sweetest man? After several more minutes that felt like hours, Locklear excused himself politely and they headed for the door. The woman called after them as they left, but they pretended not to hear. Oh, that's rude. Well, I guess, though, that's... yeah. After knocking several times, Locklear just about concluded that nobody was home. Come on, he said in no internal direction. There doesn't seem to be anyone about. Just as he was preparing to leave, a shuffling sound inside the house caught his attention. Hello? Is anyone there? He shouted. For several more seconds he heard nothing but silence and again was about to leave. This time a hoarse whisper stopped his exit, though he couldn't make out what the voice on the other side of the door was saying. You'll have to speak a little louder. We're just passing through. We would like to talk to you, Locklear said. Come back when the sun is no longer in the sky, croaked the voice, and I will tell you about the Rusalki. Hissing emphasis was placed on the last word. Locklear tried to get some further information, but was greeted with naught but silence. Come on, he said. Let's get going. Neat. I believe that is it. And that means sun no longer in the sky. Why, that's now. Fights? The moon hung in the cloudy sky like a pale lantern. Come in, said a gruff voice. They opened the door to the small dwelling and walked into a room lit by close to 100 candles. Shadows danced crazily on the walls, a sight so distracting it took Locklear several moments before he noticed the strange old woman sitting cross-legged on the floor. No words were exchanged, but they walked across the room and sat on the floor in front of her. I shall speak of the Rusalki. As the woman spoke, she began to rock gently back and forth, her gravelly voice taking on a song-like quality. Innocence lost, lost. Spring blossoms robbed of carnal bliss. The goddess of death, their first kiss, their first kiss. Candlelight flashed in the wetness of her eyes as she continued. They will shrink away from her touch. They hate her so. Hate her so. Find the magic touch, or you too may feel her icy kiss. The woman's head dropped to her lap, and Locklear got up to leave. They started to speak, but thought better of it. They left the house as quietly as possible. Find the magic touch, or you too may feel her icy. There must be like a thing you can have or use or something. Nope. They are sleeping. And the barn. Barn door was closed. Door was either stuck or someone had blocked it closed from the inside, though he suspected there was someone inside. No amount of coaxing make them betray their presence. What the hell does that mean? Wait, hang on. Huh. Okay, so she welcomed me in again, told me about the Rusalki. Now can I talk? Click on the barn? No. Nothing is happening in the barn. If I wait until morning and I click on the barn, no. Nothing is happening. So maybe there's something that happens in another chapter. But that is Darkmoor. Anything a good reason not to go this way? Yes. Are you kidding me? If we made it to Krondor by now, we'd be done chapter 1. So what we want to do is we want to go work our way back to Tanner's, which I'm not sure we can actually just straight do from here. We might have to actually rope back through Lighton and go back this way. That's fine. You know what? Can we see behind? that hill? We can. Okay. Ain't nothing there. That's Temple of Ruthia. That's a bunch of Nighthawks I killed. That's the middle of the night, and I can't see anything anymore. That's the that's Mal's Cross. So I guess we are going to go back this way and sell that sword. That's fine. Well, the problem is there's no really good way to teleport to Egli or Tanya. Oh, we could teleport to Sildon, actually. That's a good point. Because we need to go down through here anyway. So we can go down through Silban and get all the way down here and then end up in Krondor. We made it to the Temple of Sung. I don't think going any further after the Temple of Sung is that necessary, because I think we did the thing we needed to do, which was to hunt down Nago. Let me just see here. Yeah, you need to find Nago and kill him, which is what we did. And then after that, it's like you can enter Krondor at that point. But if we go here, that's great. We'll do that. Now it means that we don't have an emerald. I wish I'd held on to that goddamn emerald. Oh well. I mean, I could go to Killian and we could go to Hawk's Hollow and buy an emerald because I'm pretty sure they had some, and then we could continue on our way. That would be a straight shot at least. But then that means we buy an emerald, we get to Silban, we would warp back to Mal's Cross and do that stuff. We're going to come through here anyway in a bit, so we might be able to find an emerald in the meantime. DG Alternative, we almost looted the whole forest. There's still things there that I didn't actually find. We didn't go like stem to stern and find everything. I need my emerald so I can play chess. That's the issue. All right. Step outside. Anything to talk to in Killian? Probably not. Killian opens to your domain. Listen to the stories. It's most entertaining. I like the part about the drunk. Keep an eye on the food you eat. Yeah, it was the same thing we encountered before. And now we are in a brand new location. Or rather, an old location that we've been at before. We're going to go this way to get to Hawk's Hollow. Which is not there. We're getting close, though. Did we pass it? We somehow passed it. All right. Keep passing it. Okay, doesn't matter. We're going to go back to here, stay for the night, wake up, and see what we're actually looking at. We're looking at a mountain. Then we get on the road. Stick to the road until the road takes us to Hawk's Hollow. Then I get on this road. Then we go this way. The Woolen Man sells... Fuck off. Okay. No, I won't. I'd rather run all the way to goddamn Prankstone. Oh my god. Haggle me, boys. That's 300 off, and it's still... I'm not doing it. It's the same price as the rupee. Whew. Yeah. What is this bag? Did we drop a spy note on the ground for any reason? Ah, yeah. It's Lucan's spy note, that's right. Yeah, the cheapest emeralds were over in near Prankstone, and as we've established on the map, you can get to like Malik's Cross or the Temple of Lume's Kragma over here, or you can go up to like the Temple of Killian, which I think is up over here. I can't remember which one it is over here again, near Cavil Keep. But I guess Prankstone isn't that far of a run. We could get to Prankstone and then we could come back. Go back. Go over here. We'd be in Malik's Cross, we'd be able to do the thing. Yeah, Prankstone is right there. So Silden, Sloop, Romney, Prankstone. I think we'd have to go up to whatever is over here. And it might be like right near Kenting Rush. So it's like you're making a bit of a run down here to get to Prankstone to buy the really cheap emerald. And then you're running back up here and then zipping across to Malik's Cross. And maybe that is the best way to do it. We're not on a time limit, no. Like, I just wanted to be able to like, oh, we could do this fairly fast, right? And it's like, no, we can't. So we'll just, at least we're not going to fight anything on the way. Where are we now? Should be very near the temple, actually. Yeah, there it is. So if we teleport to... Oh, that's right near. Okay, we can teleport to Temple of Baneth and go to Prankstone. Then we're done. Hello. Are we gonna have a battle? Am I gonna have to have a battle when we come back? Probably. Did I kill this guy? Who knows? We definitely stopped there for a minute. Here we go. Roots and herbs. Okay, so I sold my... we sold the really cheap diamonds here. We also sold the really cheap rubies here. Where the hell did I unload that really cheap emerald? I don't remember. I mean, we can go to Silden. That's not difficult. I did not lose it to the Prankstone. No, I do remember. Did we sell it in Romney? Do I just make a run down to Romney? Or money and gems. Let's see. These are places to sell stuff. Yeah, I'd have to look at all the different friggin' shops in the game. Shop assistant. That doesn't help. Shop index. Let's see here. Because I could have sold it anywhere and it would have still been, because you can do that with them, right? Like that's something you can get rid of. I just want to see who actually has a emerald for sale at this point. Prankstone, Roots, and Herbs does not have emeralds. Tanner's which we haven't been to yet. Do they sell them? They don't sell emeralds. Nia's Goods did not have any emeralds, I don't think. They did not. Romney's Port Exchange. Did they have emeralds? They did not. They had mortal brooches. Silden had, in the Cajulo, they had all sorts of other stuff you could buy. Cajunlo, rather. Oh, God. How about L'Oreal? L'Oreal does not have any emeralds. Etc. Goods, north of Caval Keep. Does not have any emeralds. Herbal Farm, south of Caval Keep. Only has herbs. We did that already. Yeah, I don't know where I'm gonna... The Grumbling Magician, maybe? Can we even get there? I think we have been here, yes. Okay. Nope, no emeralds. Is there there's not a... No, we can always buy an emerald. Like, that's the thing. I'm not going to spend like 1,000 on it, though, is the issue. I just want to find a place that might have them. See, Krondor has a gem shop. And we can also find emeralds in boxes and stuff. I just want to see if I can actually find a damn thing. Pierce Perry's weapons. Did we drop one there, I wonder? Scavengers Meetings. No, we can't go there because that's in Sarsargoth. How about Tirsog? There's a pawn shop there. It would not have one. Okay. The Stardock Annex in Sarth does not have any emeralds. Kenting Rush has a place called Jewels Keys Rings, and they have 100% emeralds. Damn it. And they're also like 1,000. Let's just see. Emeralds in the game. There are 29 emeralds that apparently can be found in the game. Is this emerald just printers all over again, trying to price a stone? Yes, you know how it is. I'm sure we found one in a box somewhere, and I was just like, it was, and that would mean having to know what boxes we would have looked in and all that. And we've been at frickin' everywhere in the game at this point. Okay, we can leave it till chapter 2. We're going to have to come back here anyway. We'll leave it till chapter 2. I am currently in Prankstone. I'm going to go back to the Temple of Baneth. That ain't it, is it? No. It's over here, I thought. Oh, wait. No, maybe it is there. You're stopped by 2 men. You will go no further. We have to have this fight. We beat it in anyway. Didn't have to have a fight. Okay. At least at this point, I can warp to Temple Limbs Kragma, and we can actually make our way up this way past Sethanon and go over to here. That'll be fine. Because I don't have any options to get any other... There is a box between Eld and High Castle that has emeralds. If I wanted to get one. I might have already picked it up, which is what concerns me. Fan clock, we left the night piece in the box marked noise. So if we know where the noise box is, we'll be able to find it again. I mean, I could go to the Temple of Tith. That's Eld and High Castle. We could look for the box in there, but I'm pretty sure I took care of that. We traded our 1% ruby for a 2% diamond ultimately by going to Prankstone. And that's why in Prankstone I sold my really cheap everything. I sold cheap things there. God. Did I drop it in Cavil Keep or in Kenting Rush along the way just to get rid of some stuff? I might have dropped it in Kenting Rush. Because if I would have picked it up over here, it would have taken a while to kind of get through here and get back to this area. Okay, you know what? We're going to go north to Kenting Rush. We're going to stop near Cavil Keep if I can actually find the place by which to do it. We're almost there. It's an inn. Lapping Meadows. How are we doing? Oh, we're fine. I don't need to do this. Where are we now? That's Kenting Rush, or that's Cavil Keep. Any stores. Enter, enter, enter. Right, that's the money lending thing. Shop. Sign of the Sword. No, we didn't drop it off here. Anything we need to get rid of? Nothing we need to get rid of. Kind of want to get rid of this. He doesn't want it anyway. We did leave all that in there, though. Stay for the night. I don't want to go south, I want to go north. Turn. Turn around. Okay, that was very fast. Oh. Shopkeeper, etc. goods. Okay. Considering the circumstances, better not to talk with whoever is there. Who knows if they're going to come out and punch me in the face. That's just herbal packs, which we don't need. Ah, that's where we got lightning staff. Wait, what? Ah, someone's been tampering with the local well and all. That's the tavern. A round of your finest rations. No, let's just accept them. That's fine. $14, $14, and $14.1. There, we're back up. Right, that didn't help. Did I sell this dude my really miserable emerald? I did not. I did not! Oh, there's the temple. Oh, and it's so late at night, even priests need sleep from time to time. You have to wait until morning before we can get an audience with anyone. Go to Temple of Tith. We can go between here to see if there's anything in there. That's where I got rid of it. I don't remember where I got rid of it. So maybe what we'll do is we'll ignore that. We're going to go back to Temple of Linskragma, do Tanner's Eggley. Wait, no. We'll go to Silden. I can walk down here that way. We didn't actually cover that ground yet. We kind of covered a bit of that ground already. But this is more on my route that I need to cover. So we'll do that. And we're fine. And everything's all fine. And we'll start working our way south from here. This is kind of all new territory for us. Not quite, because we came here before and we did see some people, did beat some guys up, and we stopped and gave a message to somebody. Nope, I don't see any boxes. Continue on east. Southeast. Don't see any boxes. Ah, here's a cave. Passage was blocked. Let's move back the other way. Locklear said, looks as if this entrance is closed for good. Turns out that I believe this is the cave in the game that you can try to go into and you'll never be able to get into it for the entire game. It's just not connected to anything. So it was probably something they thought about putting in the game and then we're like, well, we can't do it. So just mark that you can't do anything with it. Did we get turned around? Not really. We do want to keep going east. Oh, we did get turned around a bit. Okay. North goes to the Dimwood. Okay. Which we're not that interested in. Very interested in these paths. All right. I guess we took that on the chin earlier. Light crossbow. Spy note. Delicon's thing about the fake note, I think is what this was. Again, not really interested in that. We're trying to work our way east and south, really. Again, this is north of Dimwood. We don't want to go north, we want to go east and south. Let's have a look at the... Oh, it's 10 after 11. I will take a brief break. We'll put a bookmark on real fast and do that. I don't really know if it really matters at this point, but we'll be back in about 3 minutes. We'll play a little bit longer. Maybe we go to midnight. We'll see, but we'll play a little bit longer. At least if we can get to Egley and get through that, that'll be kind of cool, I think. So we'll see what happens. Commercial. And we're back. Gonna play a little more of Betrayal at Krondor here on Play It Forward. The intention is we just woke up here. Kept breathing while we were sleeping after all. The intention here is to get through this area to Egley and Tanner's. Oh dear, I have an itch. I have scratched my itch. What is over here? This is east. That's correct, right? We were trying to go east? Ah, yes. We're going to avoid some other road by doing that, but I think that's fine. The one thing I will give this game is that, like, one thing that I do love about this game is that when there is places that have like boxes or holes or whatever, when some of them are like fairly I guess to me it feels like that was actually fairly well hidden, good job, right? That it's they're not like I put a bunch in this copse of trees and it will be impossible for you to find them. It's more like we put some in this copse of trees, you should be able to find them. Take a second, you'll figure it out. Okay, so we've already done that. That's the Franklin's house. That's the dude that we have to... Oh, all right, we have a fight. So, probably best thing to do is just to spare thy guy's eyes. And Gorath takes this guy out. Maybe not. And Owen... I don't know. This dude. Lockie takes out the mage. It's always a good idea. That dude just loses his mind. It's like, you know what? This is your fault, Barry. Poor Barry. Oh, God. Barry, you piece of shit. What have you gotten us into? We're all gonna die. Why didn't we save before we started? They yelled. Locklear's strength went up. You could tell he was really showing off his strength from the way that he just ruined these dudes' lives. It's like, I'm a strong man. Strong, independent man, and I don't need nobody telling me what I should or should not do. Hey, so, yeah, that's good. We all seem to go up a level. I'll polish that. It is interesting to me that there's not really a sense of like I'm I'm leveling. It's just like I'm gaining points in things. Good. Yeah, we'll save our own whetstone. I keep my really nice whetstone for, my stuff. I think we can hit everybody from here. Yes? Oh, I didn't return that dude's armor. Well, I better put it back on his body because we know he has room for it. Some silverthorn, you say? That could be fun. Just carry around a bunch of incredibly poisonous berries in my pocket. Why not do that? Whoosh. Ah, some restoratives. Sword. Armor. Brand new Ring of Prandur. Mine's at 8 charges. Why wouldn't I take the nice one, he said. All right. So, done took care of those dudes. That was great. Not seeing anything in the means of boxes around here. What is this place? Is this east to Egley? Not seeing boxes. All right, well, let's go east to Egley. Why is it east to Egley? Why not go to... Oh, I see. It's the back way in, it looks like. I can't see anything. That's okay. No one has lived in that room. This ruin is abandoned. I think I've never actually been here in any version of the game that I've played. Ah. Building appears to be abandoned, locked up after themselves. Need to take a shot opening it up. Hang on. Will it explode? Maybe. Oh, hell yeah. So Lockie's got the fun thing on him right now. I don't think we've seen this lock before. He does have this on, right? Yeah, 53%. Okay. I feel like I have a key that would open this. I mean, technically I do. His name is Locklear. Right. Yeah, we were talking about stuff the other night. What were we talking? We were talking about how computer manufacturers leaned into... Computers were always like, everything seemed to be custom for the longest time until it wasn't. and then everything started to really standardize, and it was more. It was a weird time where you could crack open a computer and not necessarily find a completely standard or completely custom stuff, depending on what was going on. I found as time went on, and you start to see Dell make a lot of stuff for businesses. When I was working at one college I was working at, I am burning through pick locks. Can he open it? Holy shit, really? At 99%? Well, then Owen was never going to get there. But yeah, when I started working on like Dell Optiplexes, at one point, this is before they went to the more BTX looking cases and stuff, when they had these ones that you would click in and the whole thing would kind of like lever forward. They had a very round front on them and stuff, and a very cool looking machine. But yeah, those were definitely the only things that are ever going to fit in here is the stuff that Dell's going to sell you. And at the time, it's when I was working on that stuff, this I think after universities when I was really doing the most work on that, is that I was just like, I see the appeal of you can hard standardize on something and then you can have all these different machines. So your GX 260, 270s, 280s, all throughout your organization. But then, yeah, the fact that you're kind of like, if I need to do something with this machine more than what it is, I am stuck with Dell. So this is one of the magical locks. That key doesn't fit. That key doesn't fit. That key doesn't fit. That key doesn't fit. So lockpicking went up for some people. Let's see who. Owen got to 55. And Locklear's at 100% lockpick with the amulet on. So Owen can sense trap chests and do these other things if he wants to as well. But that doesn't seem to be a trap. It just seems to be like a thing that you can either get into or you can't. And it looks like we can't get into it. We can't even use the virtue key, so it's not even that kind of lock. We found a tavern, at least. There's nobody here. Except for a battle-scarred mercenary who glanced up at them, the common room of the tavern was completely empty. Only the restless shuffle of feet on the boards over their heads indicated anyone else was in the building. The stranger. Talk in, leave. Locklear motioned the figure across the room. The man walked over to join them. He stood before them, eyebrows arched inquisitively.
Welcome to nowhere, sires.
Thanks, Devin. What can I do for you today? Do you believe this is the loneliest tavern I've ever visited? Where is everyone? Everyone is elsewhere. With the exception of Rake, myself, and a handful of boarders that have wandered in from off the road, there's not been another soul in town since the festival. Everyone? Why? What happened here? Come the 8th hour of last evening, a cloaked gentleman entered through that same door there and took a seat. He ordered a joint of beef, a loaf of bread, and a mug of ale. I remembered these things because I had ordered the same. Soon as he had finished his meal, he went to the tavern keeper and tossed down 50 gold sovereigns, turned around, and was gone by the door. Before the first of those coins stopped their spinning on the counter, the rest of the people in the tavern rushed out after him. The keeper didn't even latch the door. Some sort of deal? Nope, some sort of damn local ritual. It seems I arrived in the middle of a ceremony that was called the Festival of the Stranger. Traditionally, the elders of the town would gather in the tavern and draw lots, and the one with the longest lot was dubbed the Stranger. On the first night of the festival, the Stranger comes around and offers the members of the town fake sovereigns. They call them Nymptos. And then the citizens of the town leave to sleep in the fields. Of course, I wasn't aware of what was going on, and they're supposed to stay in the fields? No. The next morning, the elected stranger is to circle the village 3 times while swinging a strand of hemp over his head. When he is done, he cuts the length of rope and sets it on the road to let people know that they can come back. They then know that Killian is looking with good fortune on their township and she won't strike their fields dead. If the strand is not placed, however, it means that she is displeased, and any citizen that attempts to return to town will be struck dead. Was the stranger killed by Killian? No, not Killian, but by a man named the Collector, to whom he owed money, who didn't know about the town's tradition. It didn't matter to the citizens of Egley, though. They still chose to see it as a sign from Killian, and they haven't returned since. Think the place is cursed and won't return until the curse is lifted. They've relocated in Tanniers, Hawks Hollow, and a few in Malk's Cross. They all believe they've done the right thing and have given me permission to do whatever I wanted here. Out of respect for them, I've decided to keep the old town name of Egley. I don't know, it seems people would have to be pretty thick to believe all of that. Would they? Would you have the nerve to spit on a shrine of Iship? No, but I guess I can see your point. Everyone has their beliefs. Many people in these villages at one time were farmers, and it's difficult for them to simply turn their backs on the goddess of nature. They require her blessing before they can go on to new lives. You should remember that before you judge something to be ignorant. So, as my new job as bartender at this tavern, I suppose it's my duty to see if you need anything. Can I set you up? Let's talk about the festival. Which god did you say this festival the stranger was in celebration of? The fertility goddess, bringer of harvests, the earth mother, Silban. Pick a name. All mean the same thing. She's the wench to whom Ma and Pa Ugly pray to have little Runt Ugly and enough wheat to eat through the winter. Can't say I have much use for her. Is there a temple of hers nearby? Or straight west Egley, the north of the crossroads. Big white building with a column, smells like a whore's bedchamber, hard to miss. The incense. Mercenaries. One of the brothers from the Abbey of Sarth has seen several mercenaries on the move through the Principality, and he said they look Quegian. With a good Quegian name like Devonius, I was thinking you might know something about them. I haven't had anything to do with the Dauphiness of Queg or her bastard father-in-law for over 3 years now. I burned my writs of passage the day Spitzer and I boarded the Dauphiness's war galley, the Storm's Master, and sunk King Lebius's flagship with all hands on board. Wow. Since that day, I've only worked for me. That you have no idea why there would be... Then you have no idea why there'd be so many mercenaries wandering free in the kingdom? You don't get more than 3 Quegian mercenaries together in one spot unless you're paying them to be together. Small little island like that, most of them have killed a member of another mercenary's family. Pay them well, they'll put their personal vendettas aside long enough to do what's asked of them before they start on one another. Whoever's funding them must have an incredible fortune in rubies somewhere. Rubies? Isle sovereigns won't buy you a thing in Queg except a month underground in King Lebius's pain pens. Rubies. That's all they'll take. Buildings. The whole town to yourself. I'm surprised you haven't opened up any of the other shops or houses. Ah! I'm leaving them be until I know what's eventually going to happen here. Never know when some folk's going to show up and want his property back. I don't want to be the idiot holding the bag. If most of the folks are smart, they'd probably lock their houses and I'm not much of a lockpick. I am, and there ain't no way we getting in. Know anyone who is? We are. A strange character named Abuk. Oh, yeah? I ran across him when I was working for the Dauphiness Cassandra of Queg. We discovered him once when we boarded a Keshian vessel. After he helped open a few choice chests of mercantile, we chained him up in the belly of the ship so we could make a present of him to Cassandra. But when we docked in Palanque, all we found in the whole of the ship was a note saying he'd be found in Silden if ever we needed his services. I've never hired anyone else for a lockpicking job since. Spitzer? You mentioned someone named Spitzer who boarded the Storm's Master with you. Is he a friend of yours? Is he still around? You know, to be passing through, you ask a lot of questions. I'm just curious. I was wondering if maybe he would know anything about the Quegians. He's got more reason to be afraid of King Lebius than I do. He'd avoid Quegians like the plague. Now, if you want to play dice with him, I'm sure he'd be plenty happy to talk to you. He was in Tanner's last I heard, so we're going to Tanner's to meet Spitzer, it sounds like. And I have to make my contact lenses spin a little bit. Goodbye, Devon. Thank you for your hospitality, Devon. It was a pleasant respite from traveling the roads. Remember that next time you talk to someone about Egley. Time to start some new rumors. That we will. Goodbye, Devon. We can in here. And it might be worthwhile. 3 sovereigns for the night? Sure. We're fine. Well, 3 sovereigns to get Owen up that last 2. No, but that is using rations. Screw it. There's not even barding to be done here. So. A lot of abandoned houses, locked shops. That's the tavern that we just got kicked out of, I guess. No one's lived there. Does anyone live here? Lost his wife, then took his life. Bersha Amberton. No. Dug his own grave. Parker Biddle. It's probably a shovel. Brand new shovel. Here, have an old shovel. Fitting. Warning: the fiend beneath the stone is trapped by dirt, not by death. Stay away. No. I mean, we could. Did death goddess treat him well? Barlow Flynn. Just a body. Olive Amberton, rest easy, my darling. Yes, just a body. His end justifies the means. Dersham Pruitt. Yes? Ah, well, we did burn through a lot of pick locks. Oh, Owen's got them now. Unknown. A lovely lass found beside the road. Just a body. That's weird. Melba Kane. Outlived her kids. Yes? Oh, that's the shade. Eat lightning. Gorath, in the meantime, can't get close. But with his poisoned element quarrels, he'll almost certainly not make that shot. He can't even take the shot. God damn it. Gorath moves in. Owen moves out. Locklear attacks. Oh, I see. Well, let's dig up the grave then. Ground was too hard. Wiping the sweat from his brow, Locklear threw up his hands in frustration. Feels like someone intentionally packed this down, he said. Probably the family was afraid of grave robbers. That's neat. Never run into that before. No one's lived in that room. No one's lived in that room. No one's lived in that room. Okay, so it all checks out. If we follow this, we get back on the road. Now, here's a weird thing, is that in the walkthrough that I'm looking at, it says go to the Franklin's house, right? Then go to Egley, talk to Devon. Go back to the Temple of Silban. And it doesn't say why, so I'm just going to roll forward a little bit. Oh, I see. This is funny. If I've talked to Isaac about Devon, I can play poker with Devon. So, in order to talk to Isaac, I have to go to I have to go all the way back to near Hawks Hollow, I think. All right. Anyway, we can definitely do this all the way to the crossroads, I think. I think we're going the right way still. Yes. I think that's the north way to the Dimwood. This was a weird thing when the tree's growing in the middle of the road. Where are we? Did we go over there? Morgan Hurley's. Oh. I don't think we've seen this place. Lots of different buy sells. Broadswords, hammers, rations, ropes. Oh, he's got Thiffle Bird Migration that's been used a bit. We came here. We dropped this off. That's right. Right, we have been to Morgan Hurley's. I remember now. That puts us at near Quester's View, which is not where we're trying to go. We're trying to go north. Yeah. Camping at the crossroads. Let's get locked on this. There we go. That's the temple. Great. Enter. Talk. Messenger went to find the high priestess. In a few moments, a tall, proud-looking woman limped from under one of the arches, her long gray hair hanging lank around her face, as a plump woman trundled at her side for support. When Locklear hailed them, the shorter woman wheeled angrily. The high priestess has been through a terrible ceremony, she snapped. She has no time for Balandra! The high priestess jerked her arm from her assistant's grasp, silencing her with a cold stare. I'm neither so old nor so ill in the goddess's favor that I cannot spare a moment to speak with these gentlemen. If you were to remember the spirit of our catechisms more often than their letter, I think you might replace me someday. Our place is in service to both the Earth Mother and those who worship her. Remember. Locklear bowed his head. That's very gracious of you, High Priestess, but if another time would be more convenient, the old woman chuckled darkly. Speak, noble one. Sensing that brevity was in his best interest, he quickly relayed the things Devon had told them during their visit to the Stranger Tavern in Egley. When at last he had finished, a grave expression was on the High Priestess's face. There is no curse upon the town, whatever this man Devon may have told you, she said, but we share fault in this. The ritual of the festival never was intended like this. And now it has brought shame upon this temple and misery upon our faithful in Egley. Nevermore shall there be a festival. Belandra gasped. High Priestess, the festival! Silence, child, she said, turning her glare on Locklear. I will also see this collector brought to justice. If you can find him, send him to us with word that we have a reward to give him. I will see you very well remunerated for your efforts. Goddess blessing on you. Turning, the High Priestess moved across the courtyard, followed quickly after by her plump assistant. So, if I walk up further from here, I can probably find Isaac, because he's on the route between Hawks Hollow and Lorien. That might be worth it, because I am this close already. I just need to figure out what road that is. I think it's... Yeah, I think it's this way. The road was littered with rocks. Something simply falling from a rocky defile. Yes? Isaac's like over here. At the main bend. Right? There's this place. There it is. All right, Isaac. Thought you were off to meet with Prince Arutha. So did I. What can I do for you? We have not talked to Isaac about Devon. How would we? Okay, I guess we can't do that yet. Weapon repair. Battleworks. Safe passage. Alien to 10 years. Traps. Great. Well, that accomplished nothing for us then. What was over here? Is this the charnel house? Took some time to get Get everybody on their feet again. Oh, what the hell that was about. South. Charnel House, I guess, is on the south side. All right. Yeah. Yes. Well, that was weird, but that's okay. We're not having any real problems. There is the temple. Definitely gonna have to buy some rations soon. That's the Franklin's house. This is Egley. I think... it's right there. What the shit? All right, everyone's back. Is that okay? A failed love affair with a married woman. Same deal here. Talk. Hang on. The thing does say, you know, can head south towards Tanner's. It doesn't say to come right back in here again, but whatever. Talk. Ah, this is a gambler, but this is not. This is Pashua. All right. We're not gonna do that. Barmaid. This is gonna take a long time. Eight royals. Great. 2. How many do we need? We're gonna need a lot. That's 12. 13. 14. Owen needs 9. That's 1. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. Lockie needs 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Everyone's back up to 14. Excellent. Barding? I'm in. Nice. So, according to the guide that I'm following, Devin can raise our... We talked to him, he should be able to raise our defense. Come in and join the celebration. Welcome to the stranger. What are you celebrating? A new life here in Egley. You remember I told you that on the night I'd arrived, something very peculiar happened. All the townspeople disappeared, vanished without a trace. When they didn't come back, I decided to stay here and see what happened. Maybe take over the tavern. Damn me if they didn't all decide to come back. That's good news, isn't it? All taken, I think so. I don't know what the ultimate fate of my tending this tavern will be. Still haven't heard what's become of the tavern keeper, but while I am still here, suppose I'd act like one. What can I get you? Nothing. Congratulations on Egley's rebirth, Devon. I hope everything works out here so you can hold on to the tavern. One way or the other, it's been fun, so I have no regrets however it turns out. That's good to hear. So long, barkeep. Let's see here. The inn is over there. Great. He's out of money. So no idea if that was supposed to even happen at this point. I mean, everyone came back. But not everyone has come back. Some people have come back. Locklear stood motionless, waiting for a response. A second later, a large, amply endowed woman came to the door, holding a small child on one hip. My husband is still has chores to do. You just head on back over to the stranger. Maybe he'll join you when he's through. Before he had a chance to reply, the door slammed closed. On the other side, Locklear could hear a man weakly protesting, "But Butterball, I've never seen those men before." This was followed by a thwack and a muffled shout. Then, silence. That place is abandoned. Nothing on this side of the road. So I went to Sildan, the Temple of Silban, rather, but anyway. They were met at the door by a friendly couple. Locklear introduced himself, and greetings were offered all around. He sat and traded stories for several minutes, then rose. "We really must be going. You've been very kind." Nothing else out there. That's the tavern which we just come from. No one has lived in there in some time. Anything at these houses? The door swung open and Locklear found himself staring into the wide eyes of a small boy. "Hello there, little guy. Is your mom?" A new figure appeared at the door, a young woman. She greeted the visitors and introduced herself as the boy disappeared behind the folds of her skirt. After a short but unenlightening talk, she offered them some water. Gorath bent down and waved goodbye as they prepared to leave, causing the boy to disappear into the house with an excited cry. All right, neat. No one's lived in there at all. And that'll do it for Egley. We are very close to calling time on the stream, actually, too. I wonder if I should just do that. Let's do that. Let's say, Egley, let's say that we're going to call this here. We'll pick it up because we got to go to Tanner's and we have to see if we can find this collector fellow person. Let's drop a save. 38. Save. Excellent. And that'll do it for tonight's stream. We only have to wait 2 more days. Get to Saturday. Loading Ready Live on Saturday? Jesus, I'm gonna be tired. Yeah, Loading Ready Live is on Saturday. Back to the booth. Hopefully the audio is at a good level for you guys now. You're really enjoying the... enjoying what has happened so far. Yeah, we're not ever going to get to Krondor. Are you kidding me? I want to thank everybody who watched Play It Forward tonight. This is Play It Forward here on the Loading Ready Run Entertainment Network. You've been watching me, Beej, play Betrayal at Krondor, a Sierra game, Dynamics game from 1993. I've been having a great time playing it. I'm glad you guys are watching me never get to Krondor. It's been a blast for me as well, exploring everything we can do. A lot to do in this game right off the top. And I was saying, in fact, we were having a conversation about it, and I was like, by front-loading all of the armor repair and weapon repair and all that kind of stuff, like, we didn't need to do a lot of that for, like, we're improving, like, everyone's skills. I want to have people actually have, like, good skills, obviously. So I've been doing that. We've been doing lots of lockpicking. We've been doing lots of, like, polishing of stuff and whatever. If I just duped and made a whole bunch of money and was like, okay, I am absolutely not going to give a crap about weapon craft or armor craft or any of those other skills. I'll polish my stuff and we'll move forward from there. We probably would have saved a fair bit of time in this game so far. So we haven't done that. I was just like, I don't give a crap if I can lockpick or not. That's kind of a problem. Or haggling or whatever. Again, kind of a problem. Barding especially would be a thing. It's like, I don't really need to bard if I can make all the money in, because barding is just to make money, right? But we've been concentrating on doing a lot of that stuff. That's been probably, feels like a good quarter of the stream is just on things that have maybe not helped me get through everything I could possibly be doing. But It's been a lot of fun for me, and I'm glad that you're enjoying it. And yeah, if you decide to do a playthrough of this yourself, you'll probably beat me. But you probably also know now that you can like give up a lot of those things. Um, you had to give up a lot of those things, and you can just roll on with the more interesting parts of the game. So yeah. Oh, yeah, Jim Cad says people like the stream. I'm like, there's still 200 people here, and it's damn near midnight. I figure people are liking the stream, so I'm liking this. Um, I bring it up all the time, obviously, but it's, I'm glad people are liking this. So let's roll down, and in the notifications, I want to thank everybody who's backing us on YouTube at youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. You subscribing there, that's great. But you can also sign up for a membership, YouTube membership. You pay a little money. That's a way to support us if you want to find a way to support us through YouTube, if that's your jam. Your jam could also be the Patreon, patreon.com/loadingreadyrun. That's a lot of people in the Patreon, in fact. You can join them if you like. And I believe we have rewards set up in the Patreon as well, depending on what level you're at. And that brings us to Twitch, because a lot of you are here on Twitch tonight watching me play this game. So let's go through the Twitch subs and the Twitch bits for the evening. Let's see. Gassan PL for 67 months. Omdora Strix for 42 months. Russian Malware for 57 months. Edmund Juniper for 52 months. Xanto69 with 50 bits saying really enjoying the break. That's when Matt Wiggins Raiders showed up. Always whenever I take a break as well, they showed up at that point. Derlitz Teshre. I couldn't tell if it was an L at the end or an I. I want to be sure. Derlitz, you just subscribed. Thank you for coming to the channel. Thank you for subbing. Always nice to see new faces in the chat. Death Likes Cats gifted 5 subs to 5 people. I hope you guys are enjoying your subs. And Emerald's Envy got a sub from the Maricat. That is everybody who showed up tonight and all the bits. It's great to see the more of you guys showing up here. And yeah, that's the stream. Join us. All right, the up next. Right, up next. Thursday night, Friday tomorrow. Friday tomorrow is Checkpoint Plus, or Chill Point as we've been calling it. It's Heather and Paul and myself sitting in this room, except not Paul. He will be somewhere else. But he'll be sitting in a room as well. We'll be on camera talking about everything that just happened in Checkpoint today. You can check out Checkpoint on youtube.com/loadingreadyrun. And Chill Point is when we get to do a little of a deeper dive, talking about some things, sharing more opinions, and talking about video game news that we didn't cover because there was either no jokes or no time. That will be followed by the Friday Night Paper Fight, Fun Puff, FNPF. I'm calling it Fun Puff in my back of my head all the time, so I'm just going to start calling it in the front of my head that too. That is, I think it's Gladiator Arena? Probably. I can't remember. It's something. I'm saying words now. But it's something. Oh, Brawl Cube. Okay, Brawl Cube this week. Great. Arena Brawl Cube, I think it was. I think I saw that show up on the Crossing the Streams. Was it Arena Brawl Cube? Whatever. But that's cool, and that follows into Saturday when... Let's just have a look. I don't want to screw myself over here. Yes, Loading Ready Live will be from starting at 6 p.m. Pacific, and then I'm supposed to follow that at 8 o'clock, so hopefully we'll be able to line all that up nicely. On the weekend, or rather that is the weekend, Sunday is going to be Rhythm Cafe starting at 1600 hours. And then followed at 1800 hours is This Your Card? And that leads into, that is the long weekend for us because it's Victoria's Day, or Victoria Day here in Canada. It says it's a regional holiday, but I'm pretty sure it's all Canada. But we don't take a break because who knows when holidays are. Can't Draw Horses Club is at 1300 hours, followed by Dice Friends is scheduled for 1700 hours. All Pacific. You can check all those things out at loadingreadyrun.com/live. Great place to go find our schedule. That's everything. We will see you guys later. I will see you tomorrow with more video games, but not video games, but video game talky. Yes, lovely. But as always, stay safe, stay healthy, stay inside if you can, get that vaccine. The vaccinine, as I called it the other night. Get the vaccinine if you can. It's going to help keep you safe. I'm glad I got the first one of mine. I can't wait to get the next one of mine. I don't even know how many days it is from now, but I can't wait to hear from that. But it is super good, and it will help keep so many other people safe. And I guess also keep wearing those masks. I know people keep saying it's like, oh, well, if you're fully vaccinated, you don't need to. It's like, well, just pretend you're not. Maybe just tell, if people are like, well, I'm unvaccinated, and so I'll just say I'm vaccinated, and then I won't have to wear a mask. And isn't that great? Then I've dodged the entire thing, and I didn't have to get the microchips or the weird lizard juice injected into me. It's like, cool. Then I'm going to pretend I am unvaccinated and actually wear a mask, and just silently know that I am kept safe of everybody. And yes, masks are fun. How many times have you been able in your life to just wear a mask into a bank and have nobody say anything to you? It's kind of fun in a way. You know how I know they don't have microchips in the vaccines? Because there's a microchip shortage right now in China. Like, literally, they can't make enough microchips for normal products because people are sick and can't work, so they can't make any microchips to go into the vaccines.
If there were microchips in the vaccines, you'd shut up by now.
Anyway, I gotta go. Have a lovely night, everybody. Take care.